The new year is almost here, but I bet we're all still kind of feeling that Christmas magic, right?
Oh, absolutely. There's just something special about this time of year.
Totally. And before we let go of that holiday spirit completely,
Yeah.
let's
Let's.
let's take a deep dive into something you might not know much about.
I'm intrigued already. What are we diving into?
The fascinating world of Christmas legends from all over the globe.
Christmas legends. Now that sounds like fun. I'm ready to have my mind blown.
Me too. Ever heard of a gift-giving witch?
A gift-giving witch? I can't say I have.
Or maybe a magical log that delivers presents?
A magical log. Okay, now you've really got my attention. Tell me more.
Well, that's what this deep dive is all about.
I'm ready. Let's explore these legends.
Okay, so first stop, Italy.
Italy, land of pizza and pasta. What kind of Christmas magic are we talking about here?
This time it's not about food.
Oh,
It's about Befana,
Befana. Who's that?
an old woman who brings gifts on Epiphany.
Epiphany. As in January 6th.
Yep, not your typical Christmas Eve delivery, huh?
Not at all. So, tell me more about this Befana character. Why is she bringing gifts so late?
Well, the story goes that Befana was a little too busy to join the three wise men when they went to see baby Jesus.
Ah, I see. So she's like a holiday procrastinator.
You could say that. But now she's filled with regret, so she searches for him tirelessly, leaving gifts for good children.
Ah, that's sweet. And what about the naughty kids? Do they get anything?
Coal, just like from Santa.
Classic. So she's like a mix of Santa Claus and, well, someone who maybe didn't manage their time so well.
Right. But there's more to Befana than that.
Really? Like what?
She represents something deeper.
Oh.
The yearning for redemption, like making things right even if you messed up.
That's pretty powerful, actually. It makes you think about second chances and all that.
Exactly. And it shows how different cultures view these gift-giving figures.
It definitely adds a new layer to the whole Christmas story.
Okay, ready for another unique gift bringer?
Hit me with it.
This time we're heading north.
North. How far north are we talking?
To Iceland.
Iceland. That's pretty far north.
And things are about to get a bit chaotic.
Oh, boy. I love a little chaos, especially during the holidays. What should I brace myself for?
Yule Lads.
Yule Lads. Okay, I'm officially intrigued. What are we talking about here?
Instead of elves making toys in a workshop,
Yeah.
picture 13 mischievous creatures descending from the mountains.
13 mischievous creatures. Sounds like my kind of holiday party.
During the 13 nights leading up to Christmas.
Okay, so not just one night of gift-giving fun. They really stretch it out in Iceland.
They do. And everyone has a unique name and personality.
This is getting good. Give me the rundown. What are these Yule Lads like?
Well, there's Stekjes.
Stekjestar. That's a mouthful. What does that even mean?
It means sheepcoat clod.
Sheepcoat Claude. Okay, that doesn't sound very jolly.
And he tries to drink milk from the farmer's sheep.
So he's like a sheep milk thief. That's a new one.
Then there's Giljaguar.
Giljaguar.
Okay.
Another name I'm going to have to practice. What's his deal?
He hides in gullies, waiting to swipe milk.
So another dairy bandit. Icelandic dairy farmers must have their hands full during the holidays.
And the mischievous antics don't stop there.
Okay, bring on the mischief. Who's next in this lineup of Yule Lads?
We also have Stuffer.
Stuffer. That sounds almost cute compared to the other names. What does Stuffer get up to?
He's really short.
Ah, hence the name Stuffer, I'm guessing.
And he steals crusts from pans.
So he's a bread thief. Well, at least he's not messing with the sheep.
And then there's Varusleikir.
Varusleikir. Wow, that one's really a tongue twister. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one. What does he do? You're hesitating. Is it that bad?
Let's just say he licks spoons and leaves them grimy.
Oh, yuck. Okay, maybe Varusleikir is the one I'd want to avoid at a holiday party.
I'm starting to think these Yule Lads are less about spreading holiday cheer.
And more about stirring up trouble.
Exactly. They represent a whole different kind of holiday spirit.
One that embraces a little chaos and mischief.
It's amazing how different cultures interpret the lead up to Christmas.
Right. Some picture peaceful elves making toys, and others have these boisterous Yule Lads causing a ruckus.
I kind of like the idea of a little holiday chaos, to be honest. It's a nice change of pace.
Me too. It keeps things interesting.
Now from the chilly landscapes of Iceland, let's head to...
Wait, where are we going now?
Catalonia, a region in Spain.
Spain. Okay, that's quite a jump. From ice and snow to sunshine and tapas. What's in store for us in Spain?
Get ready for a truly unique tradition.
Okay, lay it on me. What's this unique tradition?
The Caga-Tío.
Caga-Tío. That sounds interesting. What does it mean?
It's also called Tío de Nadal, and it's a Christmas log,
Don't leave me hanging. What does this Christmas log do?
It poops presents.
You're kidding, right? A log that poops presents. That's the most bizarre Christmas tradition I've ever heard.
I know, right? It's pretty out there.
So how does this whole pooping log thing work? I need details.
So basically, kids feed the log throughout December.
They feed a log. What do they feed it?
Like little snacks and stuff, and keep it warm with a blanket.
Okay, this is getting weirder by the minute.
Then, on Christmas Eve, or sometimes Epiphany Eve, they beat it with sticks while singing songs.
They beat a log with sticks. I'm trying to picture this in my head, and it's just hilarious.
To encourage it to, well, deliver their gifts.
I still can't believe this is a real tradition. But, you know, beneath the strangeness, I have to admit there's something kind of endearing about it.
Right. It's definitely not your typical Christmas imagery, but there's a deeper meaning behind it all.
Oh. Tell me more about this deeper meaning.
It symbolizes the cycle of nature. Like how even a simple log can bring forth abundance.
That's actually pretty profound. So it's not just about kids beating a log for presents. It's about connecting with nature and appreciating its gifts.
Exactly. It's a reminder of how everything is interconnected and how the natural world is constantly giving to us.
And it makes you think about all the different ways cultures express that connection to nature, especially during the holidays.
Speaking of finding the unexpected in nature.
What are we talking about now?
Let's travel to Ukraine.
Ukraine! Okay, where are we going with this one?
Where spiders take center stage in a Christmas legend.
Spiders! For Christmas! I'm officially on the edge of my seat. This is not what I was expecting.
Yeah, this one is a bit different. But it's surprisingly heartwarming. You see, in Ukraine, a spider spinning its web on a Christmas tree.
Wait, hold on. Aren't spiders usually considered bad luck? Why are they celebrated in this tradition?
Well, in this legend, it's a symbol of good luck and prosperity.
Really? Okay, now I need the backstory. Why are spiders considered lucky in this context?
One version of the legend tells about Olena.
Olena, who's she?
A poor widow who couldn't afford ornaments for her Christmas tree.
Oh, that's sad. I can already see where this is going. The spider decorates the tree for her, right?
You got it. On Christmas Eve, a spider, moved by her situation, spun this beautiful web all over the tree.
That's so sweet. It's like a Christmas miracle spider style.
I know, right? And then when the sun rose on Christmas morning...
Yeah? What happened when the sun came up?
It transformed the spider web.
Transformed it how?
Into shimmering silver and gold, filling her humble home with beauty and light.
Wow, that's beautiful. It's like a reminder that even in the simplest of things, there's a potential for magic and beauty, and that help can come from the most unexpected places.
Absolutely. And it also makes you think about how our perceptions of certain creatures can be so different depending on cultural context.
It's true. A spider might be seen as creepy in one culture, but a symbol of good luck in another. It's all about perspective.
Okay, ready for another shift in scenery?
Hit me with it. Where are we off to now?
From delicate spider webs to...
To what? You're killing me with the suspense.
To Sweden, where we'll meet the Yule Goat.
The Yule Goat. That sounds interesting. What's the deal with this Yule Goat? Is it like a Swedish Santa Claus?
Not quite. But it does represent good fortune.
Okay. Good fortune is always welcome, especially during the holidays. So tell me more about this Yule Goat. What makes it special?
Well, for starters, it's often made of straw. A giant straw goat.
A giant straw goat. Now, that's a Christmas decoration I've never seen before. Where do they put this giant straw goat?
They usually display it in town squares.
Oh, wow. I can only imagine the craftsmanship that goes into building something like that. It must be quite a sight.
It is. But it's also known for being a bit accident-prone.
Accident-prone? How can a giant straw goat be accident-prone?
Well, think about it.
Oh.
Okay, I'm thinking.
Oh, no.
You're not going to tell me that they accidentally set it on fire, are you?
Well, there's this famous one, the Devil Goat.
Devil Goat. Okay, I have a bad feeling about this.
Built in the city of Gevil every year.
Yeah.
And it has a long history of being vandalized.
Vandalized. As in people messing with the giant straw goat.
Often said ablaze.
Wait, people actually burned down a giant straw goat. That's crazy. But I guess you can't blame them for trying. It's a giant flammable structure after all. It definitely adds an unexpected twist to the holiday season.
It does. And I guess it's a good reminder that even in the midst of celebrations, things can go wrong.
It's like a reminder that life is full of surprises, both good and bad.
Exactly. And that even the most carefully planned traditions can sometimes go up in flames.
From the potentially fiery Yule Goat of Sweden.
Where are we heading now?
Going back to Spain.
Back to Spain? But didn't we just leave there?
This time to the Basque Country.
Ah, the Basque Country. known for its stunning landscapes and unique culture.
And its fascinating Christmas traditions.
I'm all ears. Tell me more about this Basque Christmas tradition.
To beat Olentzero.
Olentzero. That name sounds vaguely familiar.
He's a coal burner with a heart of gold.
A coal burner. That's not your typical Christmas character.
He comes down from the mountains on Christmas Eve bringing gifts and blessings.
So, like a Basque Santa Claus, but with a much grittier backstory.
You could say that. But unlike Santa, Olentzero is covered in soot.
Covered in soot. That makes sense, given his profession.
Yeah.
I guess you wouldn't want him coming down your chimney in a pristine red suit.
And he wears traditional Basque clothing, often with a pipe in his mouth.
I love that. It's like a celebration of their heritage woven into the Christmas tradition. It's so much more interesting than the generic Santa image we often see.
It's a reminder that generosity can come in many forms.
Exactly. Not just the polished, commercialized versions we're often bombarded with.
Now from the mountains of the Basque Country.
Where to next? My travel itinerary is getting pretty full.
Eastward to Russia, to meet Babushka.
Babushka. Now that's a name I recognize. Isn't she like a Russian grandmother figure?
You got it. But in this Christmas legend, she's much more than that.
I'm intrigued. Tell me more about this legendary Babushka. What's her story?
Well, it's said that she missed her chance to join the three wise men.
Missed her chance. How did that happen? Was she running late?
Some say she was too busy cleaning. Others say she got lost.
Oh, poor Babushka. So what does she do now?
She eternally searches for the baby Jesus.
Wow, that's a powerful image. So she's like a symbol of enduring hope and redemption, always seeking to make amends for a missed opportunity.
And she leaves gifts for children along her path.
It's a beautiful reminder that it's never too late to spread kindness and share the spirit of giving, even if you feel like you've made mistakes in the past.
Okay, last stop for this part of our journey. Ready?
Bring it on. Where are we off to now?
From Russia's snowy landscapes to sunny Mexico.
Mexico. That's a nice change of scenery. What's the Christmas magic like in Mexico?
We're going to encounter a legend that speaks to the power of nature.
Okay, I'm listening. Tell me about this Mexican nature legend. What's it called?
The Lost Child. It's about a young boy named Mateo who gets lost in the forest.
Uh-oh. A lost child. I can already feel the suspense building.
Scared and alone, he encounters
Who does he encounter? Don't leave me hanging.
a magical guardian spirit.
A magical guardian spirit in the forest.
Mm.
That sounds both enchanting and a bit spooky.
Who teaches him about the wonders and dangers of nature
So it's a story about respecting the power of nature, I'm guessing.
and guides him back home.
That's a relief. I was getting worried for poor Mateo.
It's a story that captures that duality of nature.
Duality, as in how nature can be both beautiful and dangerous at the same time.
You got it. It's a beautiful reminder that nature can be a source of both comfort and guidance, especially when we feel lost.
It's a message that resonates across cultures, I think. We've seen it in so many of these legends so far.
And it underscores the importance of approaching nature with humility and reverence.
Exactly. Recognizing that we are part of something much bigger than ourselves.
Now, I don't know about you, but
Yeah?
I'm ready for a little break.
Me too. All this talk about Christmas legends has worked up an appetite. Maybe some of that Italian pasta we were talking about earlier.
Sounds good to me. We'll be back soon to continue our journey.
Welcome back to our deep dive into Christmas legends from around the world.
I hope you're ready for more because we've got some really fascinating ones coming up.
I'm all ears. Hit me with your next legendary tale.
This time, we're journeying to Greece.
Greece. Okay, I'm ready for some Greek mythology. What kind of Christmas creatures are we talking about here?
Get ready to meet the Kallikantzaroi.
Kelly what? That's a mouthful.
They're mischievous goblins.
Goblins. Now that sounds more like Halloween than Christmas. What are these goblins doing in a Christmas legend?
They emerge from the underworld during the 12 days of Christmas.
Run the underworld. Sounds a little ominous.
And their goal is to cause mayhem and disrupt the festivities.
Oh no. So they're like the ultimate Christmas party crashers.
You could say that. They represent that element of chaos that can sometimes pop up,
Even during the holidays.
even during the holidays.
So they're like a reminder that life isn't always picture perfect.
Exactly. And then a little bit of disruption can happen when you least expect it.
Okay, so we've got these mischievous goblins running around trying to spoil the Christmas fun. How do people in Greece deal with them?
Well, tradition says there are ways to keep them at bay.
Oh, like what? Do they have some special goblin repellent?
Think light, warmth, religious symbols.
So basically the opposite of what goblins would like.
And lots of noise. Singing, laughter, the sounds of a lively celebration.
It's like they're fighting darkness with light and joy. I love that imagery.
Pretty cool, right? They're using the energy of the holidays to ward off those mischievous spirits.
What a fascinating blend of tradition and, well, I guess a bit of superstition too.
From the mischievous goblins of Greece, let's shift gears to a more benevolent Christmas tradition.
Okay, I'm ready for some good vibes. Where are we headed now?
To the Andes Mountains of Peru.
Peru. Now that's a place I've always wanted to visit. What kind of Christmas magic are we talking about in Peru?
We're going to meet the Shepherdcitos de Navidad.
Shepherdcitos de Navidad. That sounds intriguing. What are they exactly?
They're luminous beings, kind of like guardian angels,
Guardian angels. That sounds lovely.
who watch over shepherds during the Christmas season.
Oh, that's a sweet image. So they're like celestial protectors keeping the shepherds safe.
Exactly. They bring joy and protection to those who tend their flocks in the mountains.
I love that imagery, glowing figures watching over shepherds in the rugged Andes. It's so peaceful.
One popular legend tells the story of a young shepherd girl named Amelia.
Amelia, what's her story?
Well, Amelia was known for her kindness and dedication to her sheep.
Sounds like a true shepherdess.
On a stormy Christmas Eve, she ventured out to protect her flock.
Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling about this. A stormy night, a young shepherdess alone in the mountains.
And she lost her way.
Poor Amelia. Lost in the storm. What happened to her?
Just when she was about to give up hope,
Yeah.
the Shepherdcitos appeared,
The guardian angels, I knew it. They came to her rescue.
guiding her and her sheep back to safety. Their light shone through the darkness and led them home.
What a beautiful story of hope and rescue. It's like a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there's always someone or something looking out for us.
And it shows how even small acts of kindness
Like Amelia's care for her sheep.
can have a ripple effect, attracting help and protection from unexpected sources.
I love that. It's a reminder that compassion and selflessness are at the heart of the Christmas spirit.
From the heights of the Andes, let's travel to the Philippines
The Philippines, another fascinating culture with rich traditions.
to experience a Christmas tradition that's all about light and community.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What kind of tradition are we talking about?
The Giant Lantern Festival.
Giant lanterns. That sounds spectacular. What's the story behind this festival?
Well, legend has it that it was inspired by a young woman named Luna.
Luna. What's her connection to the festival?
She created a giant lantern to lift her town's spirits after a devastating storm.
Ah, that's so touching. Using creativity to bring hope and light after a time of darkness.
Her lantern symbolized hope, resilience, and the community's determination to rebuild.
That's such a powerful message. It's like a reminder that even after hardship, we can find the strength to come together and celebrate life.
And her legacy lives on in the Giant Lantern Festival.
So it's more than just a beautiful spectacle. It's a tribute to the human spirit's ability to overcome adversity.
From the vibrant lights of the Philippines,
Where to next?
back to Japan.
Japan. We're really globetrotting today. What kind of Christmas legend are we exploring in Japan?
Prepare to be enchanted by Yuki Onna.
Yuki Onna. That name sounds familiar. Isn't she a snow woman or something?
You got it. She's a spirit who embodies the beauty and danger of winter.
Beauty and danger. That's an interesting combination. What makes her so intriguing?
She's often described as this stunning woman with long black hair and pale skin.
Okay, so she's definitely got the beauty part covered, but what about the danger?
She glides effortlessly through snowstorms.
Wow, that's an image straight out of a fairy tale.
But her intentions can be a bit unclear.
Unclear, as in she might be friendly or she might freeze you solid.
Some legends say she helps lost travelers, while others depict her as a more sinister figure.
So you never know which Yuki Onna you're going to encounter. That's a little unsettling.
It's that duality that makes her so captivating. She reflects the dual nature of winter itself.
You mean how winter can be both beautiful and harsh?
Exactly. It's a reminder that even the most alluring aspects of nature can hold hidden dangers.
And that we should approach nature with respect and caution, especially during the winter months.
For our final legend,
Our final legend already, but we've only just begun our journey.
we're traveling back in time to medieval Europe.
In medieval Europe, that sounds like a whole different world. What's the story behind this legend?
It's called The Legend of the Three Trees.
3 trees. Okay, this sounds intriguing. What kind of trees are we talking about?
An oak, a cherry, and a willow.
An interesting mix. What's so special about these 3 trees?
Their story is all about unity, resilience, and the importance of collaboration.
Those are timeless themes. Every culture has stories about working together and overcoming challenges.
Imagine a small village, nestled in a valley, surrounded by hills and a dense forest.
I'm picturing it now. It sounds idyllic.
And in a clearing near the village grew these 3 young trees side by side.
And each tree had its own dreams for the future, I'm guessing.
The oak, strong and sturdy, dreamed of becoming a mighty ship.
A ship to sail the vast oceans. A noble dream indeed. What about the others?
The cherry, delicate and beautiful, longed to be transformed into a magnificent throne.
Fit for a king. I can see it now. And the willow, what was its dream?
The willow hoped to be used to build a sacred temple.
So each tree had a grand ambition, a way it wanted to contribute to the world.
But as they grew taller and stronger, they faced some challenges.
What kind of challenges? Was it a drought? Or maybe a forest fire?
Harsh winters, scorching summers, and eventually a devastating storm that tested their resilience.
Ah, the inevitable storm. It seems like storms are a recurring theme in these legends.
They often represent those challenges that life throws our way.
Those moments that force us to adapt and grow, to discover our true strength.
The storm pushed the trees to their limits.
So their individual dreams weren't enough to protect them from the storm.
The oak's branches were nearly broken, the cherry's blossoms were scattered, and the willow was bent almost to the ground.
It sounds like they were on the verge of collapse. Did they manage to survive?
It was in their shared struggle
Their shared struggle. You mean they had to work together to survive?
that they discovered their true strength.
That's so powerful. It's like a reminder that our individual aspirations are important, but sometimes it's our ability to come together and support each other that truly makes a difference.
The oak used its strength to shield the cherry and the willow from the wind.
So even though it was struggling, it still reached out to help the others.
The cherry, even though stripped of some of its blossoms, offered shelter with its remaining petals.
What a beautiful act of generosity, even in a time of personal loss.
And the willow used its flexible branches to provide support for the other 2.
So each tree, despite its own struggles, found a way to contribute to the collective good. That's teamwork at its finest.
They didn't just survive the storm, they emerged even stronger.
Because they realized that their true purpose lay in their interconnectedness.
Exactly. Their ability to stand together and weather whatever challenges life might bring.
What a beautiful message about the importance of community and shared resilience. It's like a microcosm of the human experience. We face storms in our lives, both individually and collectively, and it's our ability to support each other that allows us to overcome those challenges and emerge stronger on the other side.
It's a powerful message, especially during the holiday season.
When we gather with loved ones to celebrate and find comfort in each other's presence.
Exactly. It's a reminder that even in a world that can sometimes feel divided, there's a universal desire for connection, compassion, and hope.
And these Christmas legends from around the world are a testament to that, aren't they? They offer glimpses into different cultures, yet they all speak to our shared humanity and our search for meaning and joy.
Wow, what a journey we've been on.
It really has been. From Italy to Iceland, Spain to Ukraine, and all the way to Japan and medieval Europe, we've explored some truly fascinating Christmas legends today.
It's amazing to see how diverse these traditions are.
And yet, they all tap into that same sense of wonder and magic that surrounds the holiday season.
They remind us that Christmas is more than just presents and decorations.
It's about generosity, kindness, hope, and the enduring strength of community.
One of the things that struck me is how these legends often blend ancient beliefs with more modern traditions.
Yes. They reflect how cultures evolve and adapt over time, reinterpreting those age-old stories for a new generation.
Like Befana and Babushka, they really challenge those traditional ideas about who delivers gifts and what those gifts represent.
And then there are the legends that embrace the mischievous side of the holidays, like the Yule Lads and the Kallikantzaroi.
Those goblins definitely added a bit of chaos to our journey.
They remind us that life, even during the holidays, isn't always perfect.
But even those legends, with their mischievous characters, offer a sense of hope and inspiration.
They show us that even in the face of adversity, we can find strength in unexpected places.
Like in the resilience of a spider, the guidance of guardian angels, or the dazzling creativity of a giant lantern.
And of course, there's the legend of the 3 trees, a timeless tale about the power of unity and collaboration.
A powerful reminder that we're always stronger when we work together.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Christmas legends, what stands out to you, listener?
Which legend resonated with you the most?
And how did these stories make you think differently about the meaning of Christmas?
Share your thoughts with us and keep exploring.
There's a whole world of fascinating legends and traditions out there just waiting to be discovered.
Remember, these legends are more than just stories.
They're reflections of our shared humanity, our longing for connection, and our enduring search for meaning and joy.
So as we head into the new year, let's carry that Christmas spirit with us.
Spread kindness, share stories, and embrace the magic that surrounds us, even in the most unexpected places.
Happy holidays, everyone.
And happy exploring.